The CPF accrued interest is still your money. So, why bother? Now, recently I shared a story about a buyer who purchased a 5-room HDB for $99,000 many years ago. Now, when he decided to sell, he discovered he had to return $368,000 to his CPF ordinary account due to the accrued interest. That post garnered over 12,000 views, and under the comment section, everyone seems to have a common sentiment, which is the CPF accrued interest is still your money, so why bother? Now today, let me explore this deeper and share with you why this really matters. Short property stories from real conversations. Hi guys, Gainer here from Property Made Simple, where I share short and relatable stories about real estate to help you make informed property decisions. These stories come from real conversations with homeowners and investors. To date, I've shared over 600 stories that aim to give you a better perspective on Singapore's property market. So do check out those stories with the links just right below in the description. And don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Now, back to the story. Honestly, it is true that CPF accrued interest is still your money. But there's a deeper layer that many people overlook, which is who is paying that interest. Now, when it comes to accrued interest, there are two possible sources. The first source, the CPF Board pays you the interest. Now, for instance, if you leave $300,000 in your CPF ordinary account for 20 years, it will grow by $191,584 in interest. Now, this amount credited to you is paid by the CPF Board. The second source, you generate the interest yourself. Now, if you use that $300,000 of CPF money to buy a property, you'll still accumulate $191,584 in accrued interest over 20 years. But this time, the interest must come from your property sales proceeds. That means the property you bought needs to appreciate enough to cover the principal, the accrued interest, and ideally generate a profit. So let's explore the real cost of using CPF for property. Now, while it may seem like a simple trade-off, consider this. Number one, if your property grows in value, the accrued interest reduces your cash proceeds. Number two, if your property value remains stagnant, you lose the opportunity to earn interest on that $300,000 if you put it in your CPF ordinary account. Number three, if your property value drops, you might face a negative sale where your proceeds can't even cover the accrued interest. Now, this is why CPF accrued interest matters. It is not just about the numbers, but about understanding the source of that interest. When the CPF Board pays you the interest, it is a gain. When you pay the interest yourself through your property proceeds, it is a cost, which is why perspective matters. Accrued interest can mean different things to different people depending on how you view it. If you see CPF ordinary account as an investment tool for long-term growth, you might be more cautious about using it for property purchases. If you view CPF as a resource to own a home, you may focus more on ensuring the property's value grows enough to offset the accrued interest. Now, there's no right or wrong, but the perspective you take will shape how effectively you use your CPF funds. So here are my thoughts. Accrued interest isn't a penalty or loss. It is a reality of how CPF works. The key is understanding its impact and making informed choices. When you use CPF for property, you're tapping into a powerful financial resource. But like any resource, it must be used wisely to ensure it works in your favor. Now, I hope this video helps clarify the concept of CPF accrued interest and encourages you to think more strategically about how you use your CPF money. Let's make sure your CPF money is working as hard for you as it possibly can. Now, if you find this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like, share and subscribe button so that you won't miss my next upcoming content. I'm Gaynor from Property Made Simple, where I share short and relatable property stories. And I'll see you in the next video.